Hey everyone, welcome to Cryptofy Theta series again. I can't believe we're at episode 7 already. My name is Kurt Conley, the co-founder of Cryptofy, here with the Mr. Rev Nissen. How are you today, Rev?
I'm doing really good, Kurt. And yourself, mate?
It is Friday, wrapping up the week. I'm glad the end of the week is here. I'm really looking forward to spending the weekend with my family. But to get there, I have to get through Theta with you quickly, so let's do it.
For sure. It's unfortunate last week we didn't have any TIS hits. Well, at the start of the week anyway, and it was really weird. Everyone's like, what happened to TIS? For 2 days, it was just like nothing. And it kind of shows why as well. We got Bitcoin just going crazy. It's pretty cool, but excited to get this one out. Still haven't seen you in your birthday suit, mate. So yeah,
It ain't happening.
We're waiting. But we got a lot of stuff to get through, so let's get straight to it, Kurt.
For sure. As always, quick disclaimer, you guys are signed up. Please read the disclaimer. You know your responsibility. Trade at your own risk. We're not financial advisors. Yada, yada, yada. Let's just jump straight into the weekly hits, Rev.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, sweet.
So we're going to run a different format going forward. Rev and I sort of felt like the old format was a little bit clunky, so we're trying to change things up and listen to some of the community members have been telling us. So what we're going to do is we haven't gone right back to the start of Theta series, but we're just going back from 5th and 6th series. The current date, or the dates those were filmed, the token names, the entry, the current value, and the change. So you can see here's 3 of the ones that we talked about in the last Theta series: ZIL, ZEC, and REN. Okay, we can see that the entries 128, 420, 1700, and their current sat values on the right hand side, and then the percentage change from the day that we spoke about these. Yeah. However, I believe REN actually went up a lot more than the current price. So what we're talking about here, when we give you the snapshot in this video, it's a snapshot as in we have put this data together, and when we do the Theta videos, we do this, we put the data together, it takes about an hour or so, and then we film straight away. So that's what we're doing right now. But REN was up a lot more, right, Rev?
Yeah, it was about 35-40%, I think, at one stage. So really good trade.
Yeah, it was a good trade. I think RSR was another one. We haven't put it in here because we don't want to go all the way back, but RSR was another one, right?
Yeah, there was a few out there that have done pretty decent. So,
but on the same flip side, there's a few that have dropped as well, down 20%.
Sure.
And
that's
based on what.
And we're realists, right? We're all open out there, so it's not like we can say, oh, we're only going to show you all the ones that did well. We're going to show you everything because this is how it should be.
There's 2 negative trades there and 1 positive, okay? So right. But this is the format we're going to try going forward, okay? So let's just jump straight into what we've got today to talk with you guys. So the first one is Tfuel. CMC rankings 154. It's under that 1 cent range. It's quite low from the dollar value. 53 sats. Trading volumes at 24 Bitcoin. The TIS short terms have pinged 3 buy notifications in the last month. And I do believe we're looking at an entry target of a little bit lower, like pull back down to 35 sats or something, right?
Yeah, we are. So I'll bring that up right now so people can see it. I'll just do it really quick. This is Tfuel. Tfuel, not Theta. So Tfuel. People can get really confused. Right now it's at 53 sats. Let's bring up the chart and have a look at what potentially is there. So let's bring that up really quickly. And we can see, look, there's a potential drop here. Let's bring up the daily, and we're literally saying this is a 9 out of 10 trade because of what this thing has done before. So we're looking for an entry within this sort of range here at about 35 sats. I'm hovering right over it. I don't know how I did it so perfectly, but there it is at 35 sats. That's the entry that we are looking for at that range. So we're expecting this to continue to fall because it's lost that support and it's just downward momentum is what's happening right now. But if we can get in at 35 sats or so in that sort of range, this could potentially be a really good trade. So that's pretty much all we're basing it on, and TIS giving us, free buy notifications. We're expecting it to give us some more buy notifications to try and dollar cost average in.
Yep. All right, next one is Theta. So we don't want to get into these 2 confused. CMC ranking is 34. Current price is around 10. Sat value is 3,700. But the thing that caught our eye with this one is the volume is constantly increasing. So we've gone back and looked at the data through CryptoStat, and it's showing us that the BTC volume is growing. Okay, so that's a good indicator. The number of TIS pings in the last month is 10 trade notifications. Now, as we've said in other TIS videos, dollar cost averaging in, and this is what TIS is sort of identifying here. It's got a ranking of 6 out of 10. Let's have a quick look at the chart, Rev.
Yeah, sweet. So I'll bring up, I've already typed it in, Theta there. This is Theta. The other one was Tfuel, which is the gas for Theta, I believe, and from what I know. Um, but what we're looking at this, there's a few points that I've noted down. The chart doesn't look great at all. The chart is not telling us, hey, I look like a great buy here. The only things that we can look at is this. It's utilizing this as a support, and this point here is a support at the moment. But it's been pretty downward trending for a while, and most alts have. And we can see the clusters here. We've had a spike in here, and it really hasn't held any sort of support here before. So it could potentially be looking for a decent trade here. It did try and push out here. You can see the MACD started to turn for it, but then fell back down again on the daily. So the only things that we're seeing here is CryptoStats putting some really crazy data out for Theta token right now, the actual network. The data is there and it's showing that there's a potential buy there. But when we're looking at the chart, it's not really corresponding and telling us much from a buy. Like, I wouldn't personally be trading this. I wouldn't personally be buying into it. But we want you guys. Sometimes crypto does some crazy things. So, it could. I would probably take a little punt on it. That's pretty much all.
There's definitely something going on, right?
Something is going on, and somebody wants this at a better price or within this sort of range, but they don't want to push the price up just yet. There's orders stacking on it, so that's what we're seeing.
Yep. Right, so the next one, we've only got 3 today, so the next one is Iota. Now, we did notice that some people in the community were talking about Iota probably a week ago, and yeah, TIS has been pinging it. So currently on the CMC ranking is 30, sitting at 25 cents, 1,500 sats, 60 Bitcoin volume, 10 buy notifications on this one in the last month as well. And I believe 1,500 is looking like that good entry, right? So we are pretty much at that good entry point.
Yeah, so we've got I'll bring up the chart. I know you don't like it, Kurt, but
I mean, and it's not like I don't like it for any reason. Like, I never used to trade it and stuff like that. I just have this memory back from 2017. There was something wrong with Iota, or something happened with Iota, and I was like, nah.
Probably some fun.
Never,
probably just some fun. Got you all down on it, but
fun can be lethal in crypto.
It can be, for sure. And if we look back on this right now, we can see where it listed on Binance in 17 October. We can see where it fell to right there, and where it is right now. I mean, what is that? Like, it's pretty much in that range. I don't know if it's lower or not. Let me zoom in real quickly. But I mean, it could have fallen really, really low. The low at 10 sats apparently. Well, that's just weird. Mate, that's probably why you don't like it, Kurt. There it is. There's the issue. We can see it almost zeroed out from, opening at 6,000 sats to going to 10 sats in a day.
I've never owned it, to be honest. I've never held it. I don't know why. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, well, there you go. So, but if we look back, it's kind of held its own over time. It's tried to go for a few pushes here. So potentially this could be the actual bottom. But we are putting a SL on this at 1350 because we don't want to risk it. Because you can see what's happening here. Downward trending. It's had a week, and we're sitting at it right now as we're filming this. Right there, it's right on it. And we've just opened another daily candle, and it's given us a little doji in here. You can't really see it, but there it is. If I zoom really in, you can kind of see it now. If I undo it from there, you can see that little doji in there. I don't know how clear it is on the screen, but that, keep your eyes on that, because that's what's going to determine whether this is going to go up or not. And as SL at 1350, entry at 1500 would be beautiful. That's it on Iota.
Okay, so that is it for today for TIS hitters. But while we've got some time here, we want to talk about what's actually going on in the market. So obviously everyone can see that Bitcoin is pushing and pushing and pushing. Everyone's expecting a retrace. It ain't giving those people the retrace. A lot of people calling that it was going to bounce below, pull back down below 10 grand, and it hasn't come. Hit 12, hit 14, I'm putting my shorts in. It still hasn't given those people that opportunity. But now at 16,500, I personally think she's just going to keep going and push through 20 grand. I don't even think that 20 grand will stop it. I think we'll just slide straight through it. That's my opinion. We're here to talk and have a discussion about Bitcoin. This is a chart that you can see on the screen that we posted back in Cryptofy when Cryptofy first launched. So we just had our 1-year anniversary, so 12 months ago. This is something that we put out. The chart was drawn on the 1st of the 1st, 2020. This is something that we want to talk about right now, Rev. So let's have a quick talk about it. We've still got a few minutes.
Yeah.
What do we see with Bitcoin? I think you and I are in agreement. We think that Bitcoin's going to push here. Everyone's waiting on what altcoins are doing, and everyone's waiting for a retrace. I don't think there will be a retrace. I'll live by that comment. We might see a retrace. What do you think is going to happen here with alts and Bitcoin?
Yeah, look, we need to Bitcoin needs to find its top. And once it does, and that's another thing as well, if you're paying attention to TIS at the moment, we had like 25 medium-term sells, and that's generally what we've seen in the past in our data that we've collected over time is a week to a month. That's the sort of trend that you're looking at for a medium term, whether it's a buy or a sell. That's the time frame that you want to be focusing on, which is really interesting to get that many sells but not many buys coming in. No short terms whatsoever. I think it was like one or two, and just sells, medium term sells. So I think what we're seeing here is where we might see Bitcoin really try and push in the next week or two, and if it does, if it starts to hold and if it pushes that all-time high and then holds in that range, we should start seeing the big caps start to move really, really aggressively. Litecoin, Ripple. We don't like Ripple, but it will move from a dollar perspective. Dash.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Always. Hopefully the wife isn't there. Dash. These old school Monero ones. Like these are the ones that are going to start moving in their SAT value. And if Bitcoin can just hold that dollar value for a while, it'll allow them to grow in dollar value and SAT value at the same time, which is the beautiful thing with crypto and how quickly you can build an account up, but also how quickly you can destroy that account at the same time. So, but yeah, and then if it just chills out there and then maybe go back for a retrace. So you can see here, this is hovering between, the 19.5 line and the 26.5 line. So that's our potential topper here from what we've actually looked at. So the third halvening really expected this second run to kick in. Now we've had COVID, we've had all these other stuff this year, but Bitcoin's just come back ruthless, even stronger than before, and it's pushing highs that we haven't seen for a very, very long time, So we're talking 2017. So, yeah, I think it can potentially push up there, but I definitely believe that there will be a pullback, and then we will have a major alt run. Now, the time frame down the bottom, we'll have our major Bitcoin run. But the alts will have their turn, because it goes Bitcoin, major caps, altcoins. Bitcoin, major caps, altcoin. It's the cycle. You've posted so many times about it, Cody.
We're talking about this so many times,
Yeah.
And I think why we're so excited is we've been talking about the Bitcoin run, the majors, and then the alts running for 6 months. Like we've talked about it, we've posted about it, we've commented about it, and we feel that it's here. We feel that it's there. And this chart hasn't been updated, and we apologise. We've got so many things going on, but we can look at this, and it is being painted as we speak. So, I'm just super pumped, super excited, and I think we're going to see some amazing stuff very, very shortly.
For sure, definitely. So we look forward to it. Whether we're gaining or not. Personally, myself, and I know you as well, Kurt, we're not in the best position, but we're excited because it's really great for the space. It's really great to see Bitcoin doing what it's doing. It doesn't matter at the end of the day whether we're gaining or not. If other people within our community are winning, I'm happy. I'll put my hand up. I'm happy at the end of the day.
Right.
So I know you would too. The heart of gold. But yeah, that's what we're seeing happening, and I'm really bullish on 2021. I know we've gone over the time, but really, really bullish on 2021 from all perspective, alts, Bitcoin, and everything else to go with crypto.
Yep, so do I. So that is TIS Sitters for today. Please check them out, have a look around, and enjoy. And we will see you next Monday when we come back with some more TIS Sitters.
Cheers, Kurt. Smash it, mate.
Cheers.
Bye.